And Peter, who is Peter? Remember we said Pater, Jupiter? When you go to Rome, you see the statue of Zeus. And you see people lining up to touch that foot. See the foot, how worn it is? It's totally worn out. They kiss it. My father went there in the 70s. He came back and said, they don't, because he was a Jehovah's Witness. I was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness. He says, you see how idealistic the Catholic Church is? They're going to kiss the foot of Peter, which is Zeus, or Jupiter, Jupiter. And you see, there's the woman kissing. Look at that. See the devotion? Oh, they just want to touch that foot of St. Peter. Because Pisces is ruled by Zeus, Jupiter. You see, the feet. You want to touch those feet to be blessed by Pisces, Peter. Have a look at that. That's got all the information you want, much more than this wheel, and that's in Portuguese, in the Portuguese language. Now, I've gone through all of this and checked it. It's all the same stuff. All of this, correlates with that, correlates with the Quran. Chapter 53, verse 9. And was at a distance of 2 bow lengths. That's talking about Sagittarius. The name is Kausan, or Korsan, which means Sagittarius. It's in the Quran. When Muhammad was running away from Mecca to the city of Medina, he hid in a cave for 3 days. That cave was the cave of Taurus. Saur. S-A-U-R. That's Taurus. Muhammad. They were running these temples for healing. The priests of Ammon-Ra. This was all for healing. That's all it was. And they used to give, in the mortuary temples, they used to give offerings to the gods. Because when the king dies, the soul, the astral portion of the body, the magnetic part of the soul, lingers on. And it needs food. And that's why they used to bring offerings to the temples. But now we don't do that anymore. And so our ancestors are suffering. Or the spirit, the consciousness, the collective consciousness, we're not feeding it. We're not sacrificing to the gods. They used to do that. They used to bring some, like the Chinese do, they have some oranges and some apples and they've got their little altar because the spirits eat the auric field of the fruits. And you don't want to bring scabby fruit and put it on there and think, well, I'll get away with that. I'll have the good fruit myself and I'll give that to my ancestors and to the gods. Because they know that. And you'll see how it works when you die. When you lose these bodies. In 60, 70 years, whatever. You will understand, however long a life you've got in this physical form, after that you will understand what it means, the offerings to the gods. And they were giving offerings to the gods and then these were decommissioned. And the decommissioning of these temples has to do with the Hyksos, the shepherd kings that came and destroyed this science. And then you had invaders, always invaders, coming to Egypt and destroying and mocking the true religion, science of Egypt. Once you pay special attention to these cardinal points, then you will understand astrology. Everything else is just filling in the shadows, as Thomas Burgoyne says. Get the cardinal points right and work out what's going on there. It's big. And here's what Marcus Manilius says 2,000 years ago about the cardinal points. Come now, prepare an attentive mind for learning the cardinal points. So he's telling us now, just prepare your minds for the cardinal points because they are so pivotal to understanding, and you're going to see how. You're going to walk away from here today and you're going to go, wow, okay, now I get it. Because of the cardinal points. 4 in all, they have positions in the firmament permanently fixed and receive in succession the speeding signs. Oh yeah, Arians like me, they're fast, all right. They never walk, they're always running. And Cancerians, Librans and Capricorns. Motion is their modus operandi, you know, like they're moving. They are the speeding signs. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. How many colours are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? Can you tell me? The white horse, the morning sun. The green horse, or the pale horse, the green of summer. The red horse, the sun setting it before sunset. The black horse, the sun in the darkness of night and winter. They are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Because the apocalypse means the revealing See, the year, as the sun goes through those 12 signs, Jesus going with his 12 disciples, he is revealing the good and acceptable year of the Lord. So he's going around with his 4 horses, his 4 steeds. The cardinal points, they are the steeds.